Minister, my question relates to the provision of a primary care centre in Lucan, County Dublin. This has been promised for quite some time and has been promised by means of a public-private partnership through the HSE. But that being said, little or no tangible progress has been made, and I understand that the HSE are now re-advertising. Could the Minister engage with the HSE to be more proactive to deliver something that is way overdue at this stage in Lucan?
Minister.
I don't think I've ever gotten to question 22 before on my oral PQs, but I very much welcome Deputy Curran's important question, and indeed I know this is something you've corresponded with me about over the last number of months as well. I am very well aware that there have been delays in developing a primary care centre in Lucan. The HSE has informed me that an advertisement for the development of such a centre was placed in the Lucan Gazette on the 6th of April 2017, and a letter of intent issued in August of that year to the preferred bidder selected by the HSE based on the submissions received. The proposed location for the centre was on the ground of St Edmundsbury Hospital. Unfortunately, due to a lack of progress on the project by the joint proposers, which was very disappointing, the HSE decided to withdraw the letter of intent, which had in any case expired. So there was a real willingness and remains a willingness from the HSE to provide this primary care centre. In fact, the HSE have confirmed to me that they're still very committed to delivering a primary care centre in Lucan. Indeed, the project was included in an advertisement published in our national press only this month, published on Friday the 3rd of May. This advertisement seeks submissions of interest from parties who wish to develop primary care healthcare facilities under the operational lease mechanism. I understand from the HSE that one of the parties in the original joint submission has indicated to them that they intend to resubmit a proposal in response to the new advertisement. Of course, that will need to be considered in the appropriate fashion, but I'm certainly happy to take a proactive interest in this. I'd be happy if it's of use to the Deputy to maybe meet the Dublin Midwest deputies on this maybe within the next month or so and see what progress has been made.
Thank you, Minister, for your reply. And it is important that both you and the HSE are proactive. And the reason I say that is this public-private partnership in relation to St Edmundsbury obviously has run into difficulty, but this is the second time it has happened. Previous location had been identified, went through the planning process and was refused at Bord Pleanála. The problem was the period of time from the refusal of that planning till the next advertisement within the HSE was quite long, I think at least 12 months. And it shows a complete lack of urgency to the project, and that's why we're raising it here on the floor today, that you, Minister, might engage proactively to ensure that the urgency attached to this project is committed to and that we deliver a primary care centre. I would just make the one point, Minister. In my constituency of Dublin Midwest, there are 3 primary care centres, 2 by means of public-private partnership and 1 direct build. None of them have turned a sod yet.
Minister.
So we've opened, I think we've 129 from memory, primary care centres operational around the country. But I'll certainly inquire into your own constituency. Look, I accept and appreciate Deputy Curran's very real interest in this. We want to see a primary care centre in Lucan. That has been the HSE's position for quite a period of time. Indeed, we advertised, as I said, back in 2017. Highly unfortunate what happened in relation to the selected preferred bidder. But I will certainly convene a meeting, if you wish to contact my office, next month with deputies from Dublin Midwest to monitor progress now that the new advertisement was placed earlier this month. Thank you.
I'll show you around the one in Coolock, John, if you want.
No, I thank the Minister for his response, and in particular that he will follow up with me. And as I do say, I acknowledge primary care centres have opened around the country. It is a fact that in my own area, the 3 that have been promised, 2 by PPP and 1 direct, have not materialised. There are obviously reasons, but the Lucan one in particular, Minister, you might stay in touch with me, and I appreciate your response. Thank you.
Certainly, we're going to build a primary care centre in Lucan. I really hope the advertisement placed on the 3rd of May does yield interest. I'm encouraged by what the HSE informs me in relation to one of the parties to the previous joint bid expressing a view that it would resubmit an application. And as I say, let's meet with the Dublin Midwest deputies next month and monitor progress together.